Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of the United Kingdom halfpenny. These historic British coins may look small, but some rare dates, special mint marks, and high-grade conditions can turn an ordinary halfpenny into a valuable collector's item worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In today's countdown, we'll explore the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom halfpenny coins featuring different years, mint marks, and conditions. We'll also look at why collectors are willing to pay huge prices for these rare coins and what makes them stand out in the auction market. Let's get started. First up, the 1942 United Kingdom halfpenny. This tiny bronze coin may look ordinary at first glance, especially in dirt or damaged condition, but it carries incredible wartime history. Coins from the early 1940s remind collectors of World War II, rationing, and everyday life in Britain during difficult times. Some people believe every old coin is worth a fortune, but the real value depends on rarity, condition, and collector demand. So stay tuned until the end because you may be surprised by how much a 1942 halfpenny can actually sell for at auction. The 1942 halfpenny was issued during the reign of King George VI. Britain was deeply involved in World War II during this period, and millions of these coins were needed for daily trade and small purchases. Despite wartime shortages and economic pressure, the Royal Mint continued producing low-denomination coins so businesses and ordinary citizens could continue using cash in everyday life. The halfpenny was worth 1/2 of 1 penny in the old British pre-decimal currency system. Back then, even a tiny coin like this had real purchasing power. People could use halfpennies to buy sweets, newspapers, or small household items. Today, the coin represents an important piece of British wartime history, making it collectible among numismatists around the world. The 1942 halfpenny is made from bronze and features a portrait of King George VI on the front side of the coin. Around the portrait, you can see the Latin inscription identifying the king. On the reverse side, the famous seated Britannia design appears holding a trident and shield beside the sea. This classic Britannia artwork became one of the most recognized designs in British coin history. The coin has a rich brown bronze appearance when preserved properly, but many surviving examples today are covered in dirt, corrosion, scratches, or environmental damage because they circulated heavily during the war years. Some coins were even buried underground for decades before being discovered by metal detectorists or collectors. Dirt condition coins often lose much of their original shine and detail, but they still remain historically interesting to collectors. One important thing collectors should know is that cleaning the coin improperly can reduce its value. Many coin experts recommend leaving old dirt and natural toning untouched because harsh cleaning damages the original surface. The 1942 halfpenny is not considered extremely rare because millions were minted during World War II. Reports show that over 70 million examples were produced, meaning circulated examples are still fairly common today. However, condition makes a huge difference. Dirt condition coins with heavy wear, corrosion, or scratches are much less valuable than uncirculated examples with original mint color. Even so, collectors still buy damaged wartime coins because they enjoy the history connected to them. Some people specifically collect coins found in the ground because they tell a story of circulation and survival through history. Collector demand increases slightly when a dirt condition coin still has readable dates and strong design details. If the portrait of King George VI and the Britannia reverse remain visible, the coin becomes more desirable than completely worn examples. Coins with unusual errors, striking mistakes, or rare mint defects can also attract additional interest from collectors. Online collector communities often mention that heavily damaged 1942 halfpennies usually have very little monetary value, but they still make excellent historical keepsakes. Now let's talk about the value that most viewers are waiting for. A 1942 United Kingdom halfpenny in dirt condition usually sells for only a small amount because the coin is common in circulated grades. Most dirt-covered or environmentally damaged examples are worth around 25 cents to $2 depending on how much detail remains visible. Very rough examples with corrosion may sell for less than $1. Coins in average circulated condition without major damage can sell for around $2 to $5. Better preserved examples with strong details and attractive surfaces may bring $10 to $25. High-grade mint state examples with original red luster can sometimes sell for over $70 at auction. Some misleading online listings may claim these coins are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, but collectors should always check actual sold auction prices instead of unrealistic asking prices. Most ordinary 1942 halfpennies remain affordable collector coins rather than rare treasures. If you own a 1942 halfpenny in dirt condition, the first thing you should do is avoid aggressive cleaning. Scrubbing the coin with chemicals or metal polish can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector interest. Instead, Gently store the coin in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent further corrosion. Collectors should also inspect the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for clear date visibility, readable lettering, and any unusual minting errors. Coins with stronger detail are generally more valuable. Researching recent auction sales and comparing your coin with graded examples can also help estimate its market value. Another great tip is to keep wartime British coins together as part of a historical collection. Many collectors enjoy assembling complete sets from the reign of King George VI because these coins connect directly to World War II history and the everyday lives of people living during that era. The 1942 United Kingdom halfpenny may not be one of the rarest British coins ever made, but it remains an important historical collectible from the World War II period. Even in dirt condition, these old bronze coins continue to attract attention because they survived decades of circulation and history. Next up, the 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny. At first glance, this small bronze coin may look ordinary, especially in circulated condition, but some examples still attract collectors because of their historical importance, classic design, and surprising auction prices. In this video, we will explore the history of the coin, its unique features, rarity in circulated and damaged condition, and its current market value in US dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because some special high-grade examples have sold for far more than most people expect. The 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II before Britain switched to the decimal currency system in 1971. The halfpenny was part of the famous pre-decimal British coinage system that had been used for generations. These coins circulated widely across the United Kingdom and were used for everyday purchases such as newspapers, sweets, and small household items. The 1963 issue became one of the final years of the British halfpenny series before the denomination slowly disappeared from circulation. Millions of these coins were produced for public use, with reports showing mintages above 40 million pieces. Even though the coin itself is common in lower grades, collectors still enjoy finding attractive circulated examples because they represent an important part of British history. One of the most beautiful features of the 1963 halfpenny is its classic bronze appearance. The coin was struck in bronze and weighs approximately 5.67 grams with a diameter of about 25.5 millimeters. On the front side, or obverse, the coin displays the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Around the portrait are the Latin inscriptions identifying her as queen. The reverse side is especially famous among collectors because it features the legendary ship called the Golden Hind, the vessel associated with the explorer Sir Francis Drake. Above the ship are the words halfpenny, while the date 1963 appears below. Many collectors love this nautical design because it gives the coin a strong historical and artistic character. Another interesting detail is the plain edge of the coin. Although this may seem simple, the overall design gives the halfpenny a very classic British appearance that stands out in collections of pre-decimal currency. Now let's talk about the most important question: is the 1963 halfpenny rare? In normal circulated condition, the coin is generally considered common because millions were produced. However, collector demand increases when coins are found in unusually nice condition, with strong detail, original color, or rare minting errors. Experts and collectors online often mention that ordinary circulated examples are inexpensive, while uncirculated pieces can become much more desirable. Damaged or heavily circulated examples usually have lower value, especially if the coin has scratches, corrosion, bending, or cleaning marks. Coins with environmental damage or heavy wear may only sell for a few cents to a couple of dollars. Still, some collectors purchase damaged examples simply to complete date collections or historical sets. Interestingly, error coins can change everything. A circulated 1963 halfpenny with striking mistakes, rotated dies, lamination errors, or unusual metal flaws may attract strong attention at auctions. Online coin communities sometimes discuss error examples that collectors keep for years because unusual mistakes are far scarcer than normal coins. So, while ordinary circulated coins are not extremely rare, special varieties and high-grade survivors remain important to collectors. Let's move on to the auction market value in US dollars. Most circulated 1963 halfpenny coins sell for very small amounts. Average worn examples are commonly worth between about 10 cents and $2 depending on condition and eye appeal. According to coin value guides, uncirculated examples can range much higher, with some certified mint state pieces reaching around $60 or more at auction. Lower grade circulated pieces with heavy wear usually stay inexpensive because they are easy to find. However, collectors may pay more for coins with original red bronze color-sharp ship details, rare mint errors, proof-like surfaces, certified grading from major companies. Some sellers online advertise these coins for extremely high prices, but experienced collectors warn that asking prices do not always reflect real sales. Many coin experts say condition is the biggest factor affecting value. If you discover a bright uncirculated example stored carefully for decades, the value could be surprisingly strong compared to ordinary circulated coins. If you want to collect the 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny, there are several important tips to remember. First, never clean the coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce collector value significantly. Even old dirt and toning are often preferred by collectors over polished surfaces. Second, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual errors, double strikes, rotated designs, or missing details because these can increase value dramatically. Third, pay close attention to color. Coins with original red or reddish-brown surfaces are usually more desirable than dark or corroded examples. Fourth, protect your coins using holders or albums to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Bronze coins can develop corrosion if stored improperly. Finally, compare sold auction prices rather than believing exaggerated online listings. Real auction sales give a more accurate picture of market demand and collector interest. The 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny may not be one of the rarest British coins ever made, but it still holds an important place in numismatic history. Its beautiful golden hind ship design, connection to pre-decimal British currency, and historical link to Queen Elizabeth II make it a favourite among collectors worldwide. In circulated condition, most examples are affordable and easy to collect, but high-grade coins, attractive uncirculated pieces, and rare mint errors can achieve much stronger auction prices in dollars. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1963 halfpenny remains a fascinating coin worth exploring. Next up, United Kingdom halfpenny 1948, a classic British bronze coin that still attracts collectors around the world. Many people find this old halfpenny in coin jars, antique collections, or family boxes and immediately wonder, could this tiny coin actually be valuable? In today's video, we'll explore the history behind the 1948 halfpenny, its unique design, collector demand, rarity in fine and damaged condition, and the auction prices this coin can reach in dollars. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries and valuable old money, stay until the end because some versions of this coin have sold for surprisingly strong prices. The 1948 halfpenny was issued shortly after World War II during the reign of King George VI. Britain was rebuilding after the war, and coins from this period represent an important piece of history. The halfpenny denomination had already been circulating in the United Kingdom for generations, but the 1948 issue became part of the final years of the George VI coinage era before Queen Elizabeth II took the throne. These coins were made primarily for everyday circulation, meaning millions were used heavily in shops, markets, buses, and daily life throughout Britain. Because they were widely circulated, finding one today in clean, attractive condition is much harder than many people expect. One of the most beautiful features of the 1948 halfpenny is its classic bronze appearance and detailed artwork. On the front of the coin, collectors can see the portrait of King George VI facing left. Around the portrait appears the royal legend identifying him as king. The reverse side displays the famous ship design known as the Golden Hind, the ship associated with Sir Francis Drake. This elegant design gives the coin a historic maritime look that many collectors admire. The coin weighs about 5.7 grams and has a diameter of approximately 25.5 millimeters. Its large size compared to modern coins makes it especially attractive to collectors and history enthusiasts. Now let's talk about rarity. In normal circulated condition, the 1948 halfpenny is not considered extremely rare because millions were produced for circulation. However, condition changes everything in the coin market. A coin in fine condition with clear details, readable lettering, and moderate wear can still attract collector interest. Coins with original color, smooth surfaces, and fewer scratches are often worth more than heavily damaged examples. According to coin value guides and auction tracking sites, uncirculated examples are significantly more desirable and command much higher prices than ordinary circulated pieces. Interestingly, damaged condition coins still have a market among beginner collectors and people building affordable collections. Even worn or dirty examples are often purchased simply because they are historical British coins from the post-war era. On collector forums and Reddit discussions, many hobbyists explain that these coins are common in lower grades but still enjoyable to collect because of their history and classic design. Some collectors even search for heavily circulated examples with interesting toning or old patina. However, cleaning the coin can greatly reduce its collector value, especially if harsh polishing damages the original surface. So how much is a 1948 United Kingdom halfpenny actually worth today in dollars? In ordinary circulated or fine condition, many examples sell for around $1 to $5 depending on eye appeal and market demand. Some online auction listings show very fine examples priced around $4 to $6. More attractive uncirculated specimens can sell for $20 or more, especially certified pieces graded by professional coin companies. Rare proof examples are in a completely different category and have achieved hundreds of dollars at major auctions. One proof quality example reportedly sold for around $680 in auction records. That huge price difference proves how important condition and rarity are in coin collecting. Collectors should always inspect these coins carefully before buying or selling. Look closely at the portrait of King George VI and the ship details on the reverse side. Strong detail usually means higher value. Avoid harsh cleaning because collectors prefer natural surfaces and original color. If you think your coin may be in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, consider professional grading from a trusted coin grading service. Proper storage is also important. Keeping the coin in a dry holder or protective capsule can help prevent corrosion and preserve its value for years to come. Another important factor is auction demand. Coin markets change over time depending on collector interest and economic conditions. British pre-decimal coins continue to attract international collectors, especially in the United States, Canada, and Europe. While the 1948 halfpenny is not among the rarest British coins ever made, attractive examples still perform well at auction because many collectors enjoy completing full-date collections of George VI coinage. Coins with exceptional color, red bronze surfaces, or certified grades often attract stronger bidding competition. In conclusion, the 1948 United Kingdom halfpenny is a fascinating piece of British history that remains popular with collectors around the world. While most circulated examples are affordable, coins in fine condition, uncirculated grade, or proof quality can be worth far more than face value. Its historic connection to the post-war era, beautiful golden hind design, and growing collector interest make this coin an exciting addition to any collection. If you own one of these old British halfpennies, take a closer look. You may have a collectible coin with real auction value sitting right in your hand. Next up, the 1943 United Kingdom halfpenny in damaged condition. At first glance, this small bronze coin may not seem valuable, especially when it is scratched, worn, rusty, bent, or heavily circulated. But even damaged coins can carry historical importance and collector interest. In this video, we'll explore the history behind the 1943 halfpenny, its unique design features, how rare it really is, what collectors think about damaged examples, and how much these coins can still sell for in today's auction market in US dollars. The 1943 United Kingdom halfpenny was minted during the reign of King George VI, at a time when the world was deeply involved in World War II. Britain was facing wartime shortages, economic pressure, and massive changes in daily life. Coins like the halfpenny played an important role in everyday transactions because they were used by ordinary people for small purchases such as newspapers, candy, bread, and public transport. The coin was made from bronze and featured the portrait of King George VI on the front. On the reverse side, collectors can see the famous image of Britannia seated with a shield and trident beside the sea. This design became one of the most recognized symbols in British coinage history. According to coin reference sources, the 1943 halfpenny had a very large mintage of more than 76 million pieces, meaning it is not considered extremely rare in normal circulated grades. Even though millions were produced, many of these coins disappeared over time due to heavy circulation, corrosion, wartime handling, and melting. That is why collectors still enjoy finding surviving examples today. One of the most attractive features of the 1943 halfpenny is its classic wartime appearance. The obverse shows King George VI facing left with the Latin inscription surrounding his portrait. The reverse displays Britannia sitting proudly beside the waves, holding a trident that symbolizes Britain's naval power. The coin has a rich brown bronze color when preserved properly, although damaged examples often appear dark, dirty, green, or heavily scratched. Because these coins circulated heavily during wartime Britain, many surviving examples show signs of wear, dents, or environmental damage. Another interesting point is that wartime coins always attract collectors because they connect directly to a major historical period. Many people collect World War II coins as historical artifacts rather than only for investment value. That emotional connection helps keep collector demand alive even for lower-grade examples. Now let's talk about the big question: is a damaged 1943 halfpenny rare? In general, the standard 1943 halfpenny is considered a common British coin because of its high production numbers. However, condition makes a huge difference in coin collecting. Uncirculated examples with original shine are far more valuable than heavily worn pieces. Damaged coins usually include scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, bends, edge damage, or environmental wear. In most cases, serious collectors prefer cleaner examples, which means damaged coins are worth much less. However, there is still a market for them because beginner collectors often buy affordable coins simply to complete their collections. Some collectors also search for unusual minting errors, attractive toning, or historical wartime pieces regardless of condition. Online coin communities frequently mention that old wartime coins remain collectible because of their historical story even when their monetary value is low. If the coin has extreme damage, such as holes, severe corrosion, or deep scratches, the value drops significantly. But if the coin still has readable details and a decent appearance, collectors may still pay a few dollars for it. Let's move on to current market prices. Coin Value Guide suggests that normal circulated 1943 halfpenny coins are usually worth between £1 and £5 depending on condition. In damaged condition, the value is normally much lower. A heavily worn or damaged 1943 halfpenny may sell for around 50 cents to $3 in online marketplaces or coin shops. Coins with moderate wear but visible details could sometimes reach $5 to $10 if collector demand is strong. If the coin has an unusual mint error, exceptional historical appeal, or certified authenticity, auction prices can climb much higher. However, ordinary damaged examples generally remain inexpensive collector pieces rather than high-value rarities. Many YouTube videos and online discussions exaggerate coin prices by claiming common halfpennies are worth thousands of dollars. In reality, most damaged 1943 halfpennies sell for modest amounts unless they possess a rare error or exceptional feature. If you own a 1943 United Kingdom halfpenny, the first thing you should do is avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can scratch the surface and reduce collector value. Many experienced collectors recommend leaving old coins exactly as they are, even if they look dirty or dark. Next, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual errors, missing details, doubled lettering, or uncommon features that could increase value. Also check whether the date and Britannia design remain clearly visible. Storing the coin properly is also important. Use coin holders, soft flips, or protective capsules to prevent further damage. Moisture and humidity can slowly destroy bronze coins over time. Finally, if you believe your coin may be unusual or valuable, consider getting it authenticated by a professional grading company. Certified coins often attract more serious buyers in auctions. The 1943 United Kingdom halfpenny may not be one of the rarest British coins ever made, but it remains a fascinating piece of wartime history. Even damaged examples still carry historical charm and collector interest because they survived one of the most important periods in world history. While most damaged coins are worth only a few dollars, they can still be exciting finds for beginner collectors and history enthusiasts. The true value of this coin often comes not only from money, but from the story it tells about Britain during World. Next up, the 1949 United Kingdom halfpenny in fine condition. At first glance, this old bronze coin may seem ordinary, but once you understand its history, design, collector demand, and auction prices, you realize why coin enthusiasts continue hunting for it decades later. In today's video, we will explore the history behind the 1949 halfpenny, its unique features, rarity in fine condition, collector interest, and its current market value in US dollars. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries and hidden coin values, make sure to watch until the end because this small coin could still surprise you. The 1949 United Kingdom halfpenny was issued during the reign of George VI. Britain was still recovering from the effects of World War II, and everyday coins like the halfpenny played an important role in daily life. These bronze coins were commonly used for small purchases throughout the country. The coin was struck in London and had a reported mintage of around 24 million pieces. Even though millions were produced, many were heavily circulated over the years, leaving fewer surviving examples in attractive collectible condition today. The halfpenny itself was part of Britain's famous pre-decimal currency system, which existed before decimalisation in 1971. Back then, British currency worked very differently from modern money, making these coins fascinating pieces of history for collectors worldwide. One of the most beautiful aspects of the 1949 halfpenny is its classic British design. On the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of King George VI facing left. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying him as King and Defender of the Faith. The 1949 issue also reflects the updated royal legend after India's independence from Britain. The reverse side displays the famous Golden Hind ship, associated with Sir Francis Drake. Above the ship are the words halfpenny, while the date 1949 appears below. This detailed ship design remains one of the most iconic reverse designs ever used on British bronze coinage. The coin was made from bronze, weighed approximately 5.67 grams, and measured about 25.5 millimeters in diameter. Its rich brown color and historic design make it visually attractive even to non-collectors. Now let's talk about the rarity of this coin in fine condition. While the 1949 halfpenny is not considered extremely rare overall, collector demand increases significantly when coins survive with strong details and limited wear. A fine condition coin usually still shows clear details in the king's portrait and the ship design, although moderate circulation wear is visible. Many surviving examples today are either heavily damaged, cleaned, scratched, or corroded. Because of this, collectors often pay more attention to problem-free examples with original surfaces. Online coin communities frequently remind collectors that cleaning or polishing old bronze coins can reduce their value dramatically. Serious collectors prefer natural surfaces and authentic aging instead of artificially bright appearances. Although this date is fairly common compared to key-date British coins, demand remains steady because many new collectors enjoy affordable vintage British coins from the George VI era. The coin also attracts international collectors who specialize in pre-decimal British currency. Now for the section many viewers are waiting for: the market value. According to recent British coin value guides, a 1949 halfpenny in fine condition usually sells for around 20 pence in the United Kingdom, while higher-grade examples can reach several dollars. In US dollar terms, a normal fine condition example is commonly worth about 25 cents to $1 depending on eye appeal and collector demand. Extremely fine examples can sell for around $2 to $3, while uncirculated pieces may bring anywhere from $6 to $12 or more. Certified mint state examples sold through auctions can sometimes achieve even stronger prices if the coin has exceptional color and sharp detail. However, damaged or heavily cleaned coins usually sell for much less. Coins with corrosion, scratches, bending, or environmental damage may only be worth a few cents as collectible pieces. That is why condition plays such an important role in coin collecting. Auction values can also vary depending on market trends, grading company certification, and collector competition at the time of sale. If you own a 1949 halfpenny or plan to buy one, here are a few useful tips. First, always examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp ship details, readable lettering, and natural bronze color. Avoid coins that appear harshly polished or cleaned because collectors generally prefer original surfaces. Second, store the coin properly in a coin holder, capsule, or album to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Many collectors on online forums recommend avoiding old PVC plastic holders because they can damage bronze coins over time. Third, compare your coin with grading examples online so you can better understand whether your coin falls into fine, very fine, or extremely fine condition. Small differences in condition can significantly affect the final value. Finally, remember that rare mint errors or exceptional uncirculated examples are always worth checking carefully. Even common date coins can become valuable if they survive in unusually high grades. The 1949 United Kingdom halfpenny is a wonderful reminder of Britain's post-war history and classic pre-decimal coinage. While it may not be the rarest British coin ever produced, its historic design, connection to King George VI, and growing collector interest continue to make it popular among coin enthusiasts worldwide. In fine condition, the coin remains affordable for beginners, but high-grade examples can still command respectable auction prices in dollars. Whether you collect British coins for history, investment, or simple enjoyment, the 1949 halfpenny is definitely a piece worth adding to your collection. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin values and hidden treasure discoveries. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found an old British halfpenny in your collection?